see. What's going on, guys? Okay, let's see. What's going on, guys? What's going on? All right. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Ooh, come on in, come on in, come on in. There's so much to chat about. Oh, let's get it all situated. All right, let's go, let's go. Come on in, come on in. Yes, come on in. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Active type of night. Let's see what we got up in here. Let's get it together. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see here. All right. Let's come on in. Come on in. Let's see. Welcome. We are going to get into Backlight Chapter 44. So come on in. Come on in. Yes, we are going to get into it. Come on in, come on in. Yes. Yes. Who have read it? Who has gotten into it? Let's get into it. This chapter is telling a lot. We are finding out a lot of information. We are finding out that Yenny did not leave Con out in the dirt. We are learning some things. Chapter 44. Chapter 44. Who has read chapter 44 Backlight? Okay. Drop your comments below. Let me know, have you gotten into it? Because it is, let me know. Yes, let's get into it. Who is ready? Who has gotten into it? I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more time to get into, because chapter 44. Yes, let's get into it. Chapter 44. Let's talk. Who have read it? Who have read it? Backlight. Who has gotten into it? Who has gotten into it? Chapter 44. Yes, Backlight. We got to talk about this. We got to talk about it. We have got to talk about this. Chapter 44. Who has, we got to talk about this. Backlight. This chapter has bugged me out, guys. This chapter has took me to a whole nother thought process with this. I feel like this chapter has told us a lot of things that we needed to know about this BL Manhwa. So I need you guys to come on in because we are going to talk about chapter 44. For the fact that we are finding out that Yenny actually did show up to the airport. He just didn't show up in time to see CON, but he showed up to the airport. And CON's mother had other plans. But if I can remember through the other chapters, I can remember that Jae-woon attacked Yenny the day of CON going to the airport. So did Yenny leave that hospital in pursuit to actually see CON before he left? But it's crazy how his mama threw in his future career as a model, and the fact that all of this can cause some conflict, putting Yenny in a position where he's like, I'm just going to stay away from CON because I want to see him do great. This is a lot. This is a lot to unpack. Like, it's a lot. Who has gotten into chapter 44? It is crazy. This is crazy. This is mind-boggling. But the plot and the storyline is panning out so well. But the fact that the mother intentions on coming to CCON was just the matter of her trying to figure out what exactly he knew about the past, being that him and Yenny have gotten back together and reunited and it feels so good. It's like, what have y'all been catching up on, and what do you know? So I know how to conduct myself. And I think and I feel it's a chance that CON is like about a few steps further than his mama. I feel like he got a little plan up his sleeve. I feel like CON haven't forgotten that promise he made to himself to take him and Yenny away on their own island and be their own person. I think Homeboy has been saving money and knew that it's a chance that he was going to see Yenny again in life. And I think to a point, he's not as stupid as we think he is. It may be some things that he knows because during one of those flashbacks, I'm wondering if CON aided to Jae-woon apparently meeting his maker very early in life. But it's just like, why would CON be triggered to want to hurt Jae-woon in that type of manner? And at that time back then, Yenny is the only thing that brought that type of anger out of CON. So it's just like, what does he know? And particularly, where are we going with this? Because I think it's more layers to this story. Also, the fact that Taegu is now questioning that piece of paper that he found. We are finding out that he was aware that our Yenny baby was being abused and that his father to a point was abusive. But I think he flashed back to a particular time where Yenny was looking extra bruised up, like extra fucked up. And I think he's correlating that article, that paperwork, with that moment because his flashback back is spot on to the time when that happened with Yenny. So it's just like with that flashback, it's like, yo, what the fuck is happening here? Honestly. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you want to know exactly like what happened. It's like, now I want to know what happened to Jae-woon. Like, really, what happened to him? Because with that flashback, Con is stating that, it's like he's admitting that, I did something to him. I had something to do with things happening to him. And thank you, Sia. Thank you. Thank you for all the likes. And thank you, Bugatti Blaze. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But guys, a lot of things is transpiring from this story, and it's getting really crazy. I don't know particularly what's going to happen regarding the mother, but like I said, I think Con to a point is definitely love you too. Thank you, Sia. Thank you for the love. But I don't know exactly what's gonna happen, particularly with this storyline. But I feel like Yenny has been holding Con down longer than we believe. I think that he was very seamlessly on task with them not crossing paths in order to keep that promise. As we can see that Yenny's a little gullible. He's a little bit on the gullible side, and he's a little bit of like somewhat of a Boy Scout. So when he make a promise, it's a promise that he makes, and he doesn't want nothing to happen to Com. He wants him to be great, and if him not being in his life is how he's going to achieve the greatness, is how it was projected to him, then he wanted to be out his life. But it's the fact that the mother is to a point very somewhat slimy, and she makes me wonder how he is going to crush the shit out of that woman when he finds out, especially to find out that Yenny actually did show up to the airport. Like, he actually was there to show him support. And the fact that he showed up to the airport after getting in some shit, after basically getting jumped, and he still managed to make it to the airport to want to see him, that's crazy. And the mom just, you know, just messed it all up. I'm just dying to know. And it's like, she's worried. Sis is worried. She is so worried. She is worried. The mother is pressed. And I'm just like, she is panini pressed. She is pressed. And it's just like, when Con finds out, and the fact that Taegu is questioning why he all of a sudden now want to know what happened, baby, you want to know what's happening now, because you find yourself looking at our Yenny baby a little bit differently. You're starting to look like you want to get next to that Cinnabon. And you're coming off like you want to get to know him a little bit intimately. And it's okay. You're growing. You noticing that he has physical interest into someone else. So you're seeing him in a different light. And it's just like, that's my Yenny pie, but it's not. And it's like, how is he going to respond when he finds out the truth of everything? Because I feel like he may be the deliverance of all the information. He may be the one. He may be the deliverance of all the information. He may be the one that what happens, and it's just like, it's really crazy. It's crazy, guys. I really don't know. I don't know how this is gonna pan out, but chapter 44, God, it's got me. I I don't fucking know. Like, it's got me like really bugged out. I was literally on the train today on my way home, and I was like, you know what? I saw little clips, and I'm like, hold up. Chapter 44, backlight. All right, so this is gonna be a smooth train ride. I'm reading it, minding my own business, And I really keep telling myself I need to stop reading certain of these things in public because I have a natural reaction to what I read. And I'll completely forget that I'm on public transportation. And people will think that it's just like a whole bunch of shit is happening. And it's not. It's just a whole bunch of shit happening in the story that is just like capturing my soul right now. Story that is just like capturing my soul right now. So I was on the train like, oh my fucking God. Like this is madness. What is going on here? I just want the shoe to drop on the mother as soon as possible because she is a slimy one. She is a dirty one. And I think that even though her intentions may have been pure, maybe her intentions were to protect CON regarding the father and Jae-woon. So more so that the father would allow her to keep him around as her son. I feel that that is the need that she wanted him to behave, for the husband to be more accepting in allowing her to keep him as her son. But it's like, sis, no. You were messing with the only person he had genuinely as a friend while your actual son was causing his ass havoc. So it's just like, what are we doing here? So what? Your son was doing whatever and whatever and with whomever he wanted. So why is it a big deal that, CON and Yinny were having but they didn't even get that far. So it's just like, their situation got clipped before it even actually became a thing. But what is so beautiful about this story, and like I said, what I get from chapter 44 and why I get the feeling that CON never forgot that promise he made to himself to save his money and to take Yeni Boo away is because of how he was with the mother, how she was maneuvering in the apartment and how he was okay with her taking that away from him, her taking that apartment away from him. It's like, it doesn't matter if you take the apartment away from me. It doesn't matter if you take the money away from me. It doesn't matter if you take me out of this family. The person I want to be with is in my life. And that's the kind of vibe he gave. And I feel like deep down inside, I'm like, yo, homeboy got a little nest egg somewhere that he knew that if ever in life him and Yenny was to get back together or to see each other, he would just go away with that. So I'm just putting that out there. I think that situation never came to an end. I don't think he ever stopped funding that situation because he knew that there's a chance that they will get back together or they will see each other. But the fact that the mother cock blocked the whole situation of him meeting him at the airport. So the fact that he think Yenny abandoned him, which is not true. The mother basically, the guy told him that he's not going to send the messages and basically told him to stay away from CON to protect CON's future and his career as a model, to just save face for the family. So the mother is 100% a part of him disappearing. Also with Jae-woon put in the paws, the claws, the hands, the feet, and the friends on his ass. So it's a culmination of a lot of things that has happened to Yenny baby. But it's like, damn, like they really did come a long way. Like they're each other's to a point, ride or die. Because I really do think that a CON knows a fragment of something, and that may be the reason why he's done the things that he has done to Jae-woon. But the question is, what did he do to Jae-woon? That's the real question. It's like, what did you do? Because in that clip, he's like admitting to unalive him. Like he's admitting to deleting him from the family photo, but the live family photo. Delete him from the live family photo. So it's just like, what do he know? Like, what did he know that would have drove him to actually do something to Jae-woon. Because like I said, Yenny is the only thing that provoked CON to actually want to put his hands on Jae-woon. Because Yenny was the only bit of happiness CON had. And Jae-woon was real hell bent on sniping him out. But a part of me honestly feel like there's a chance that Jae-woon had a thing for CON. I think it's a culmination of a lot of things. I think it was the fact that he felt like his family was replacing him, but also the fact that CON was attractive and he was getting more attention than he did from outsiders. And then when he noticed how CON was with Yenny, I think that's where the form of wanting to be that person in CON's eyes. Like that's where I see where he's found himself becoming sexually attracted to him. There's a lot of thoughts on Jae-woon's madness when it came to CON, but I think at some point in time he found himself becoming attracted to him, especially when he saw how he was with Yenny. I think that's when the attraction kicked in. And like I said, it was some jealousy, the fact that he may have felt that the mother, especially the mother's creepy all by herself, and then the father's an asshole. But with the mother being extra creepy, it comes off like she was replacing her son with somebody else, like preparing herself for a new son after her actual son just passes on, she has his replacement. So it was kind of weird, and it was kind of questionable. And you could understand him on that point because they never gave a form of clarity or understanding for them to feel comfortable to be around each other. So it's a lot of unpacking. And you can see that CON don't really care or give a fuck of being back. Oh, that CON don't really care or give a fuck of being back, or or being in this family. He doesn't care. You notice he didn't have the picture. The mother made a big deal, and he's just "Mm, like, what do you want me to say, lady? You already know I don't feel like I'm part of the family anyway. Why do I have the photo up?" So it's just like he's in a situation that wherever the chips may lay, he doesn't give a damn, just long as nobody comes between him and Yenny. I think that's when we're gonna actually see some shit that comes out of CON, as if someone would actually try to go that extra mile and try to separate them two. I think that that's where we're gonna really get action out of him. But other than that, it's just like y'all gotta read chapter. You gotta read chapter 44. Like it's getting so good, and I've been wanting to know a bit more information about the day that CON went to that airport back in the day, and he felt that Yenny basically just left him, ghosted him. In all reality, Yenny had a long goddamn day. If you think about it, you got your ass whooped so bad, to the mama had to pay you and the pappy. All right. But you still managed to make it to the airport to try to see or send a message to the man you love. Like, come on now. Come on now. For the mama to say no, no, we can't have that. We're not having that. We're not having that. I think that this chapter was really like that eye opener. I really don't know. I really don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I'm looking forward to it because it is getting crazy. It is getting so crazy. I had to jump on the live tonight after reading this chapter because I'm just like, oh, ain't no way I'm going to just do a small clip of a video of this. I actually have to do an actual review with you guys. And honestly, I don't feel like recording and editing tonight. So why not do a live? So, you, if you guys haven't read chapter 44, if you haven't even read Backlight, I will tell you to go read Backlight. I know reading it at some point in time, you will feel like CON is a red flag. I personally do not think he's a red flag. I think he may be a yellow transforming into a green because I feel like he means well, and just off of the whole situation, the type of family he had to that he was adopted into, and then also his dealing with his past. It's a lot that he had to deal with. So you can understand why he turned out to be the certain type of person he became. But but he does have potential to be a really awesome and amazing guy and an amazing green flag. So I would say let's just take your time. He's not as bad as it perceives. As you're reading, you get a full understanding of what type of character he is. But in the beginning, baby, CON comes in hot. He comes in hot. When I say hot, he comes in hot. Like, I was a little iffy, like, what the fuck and what? Like, but as you read, he mellows, like, it's not per se he mellows out, your perception of him mellows out because you realize that he got a lot of layers. He got a lot going on, and you just want to know what's going on. And Yenny, of course, you fall in love with Yang Woon, aka Yenny baby, Yenny boo. You do fall in love with him because he he means well, and he's just, listen, he means well, don't get me wrong, but he is a little how should I say? He is a little gullible. Like, he's gullible. We're just gonna call a spade a spade. He's gullible, and but but he can, to a point, defend himself. He can, to a point, defend himself, which is why it irks me that he got beat up so bad the day of the airport, because the father made a big deal about him getting into fights. That I think that also played a role of why he didn't fight back. And it's just like, because you make a big deal about him standing up for other classmates, he sat up there and ended up letting his ass get whipped for somebody else. So it's just like, I it's like, chapter 44 is almost like the baby gatekeeper of, like, this, like the tea, like the steamy tea of Backlight. Like, a whole bunch of things where we were wondering what happened, like what happened to Yenny back then. Like, what happened to CON and why he is just so promiscuous, why he's just so open to we he's into some AKA sadist type ish. But how did he get to this point? Like, he wasn't like that before. So we're getting there, because now the question is, now that we got bits and pieces, enough information about what happened at the airport, now it's like, well, CON, what did you do to Jae Woon? And how did Jae Woon go to the Northern Lights? How did he pass on? What happened to Jae Woon? Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know what happened to him now. We want to know. Because with that flashback of him admitting that he did something, like saying, like, no, I deleted him out of the live family photo, right? So with him saying that over and over again, apparently, that it looks like, and it's like, it's not like it's a burden that's really eating him up either. It's like he's very content with the choices he has made in his life. It's like, what did you do? I want to know, what did he do? What particularly happened? And the mother is just like, I don't know. The mother is just, she has a lot of explaining to do, and there's a lot of things with the mother that mm. I can do what I can do with less of her. But if we got to deal with her, we got to deal with her. But she better get to the explaining, and she better get to the apologizing at some point in time. Also, I feel like I don't think this is going to be a really, really long read. I don't think we're going to get a lot of chapters on Backlight. I think just off of how this chapter panned out, I'll be surprised if we do. But I think we're getting to, that point. I don't think it's going to be a lot of chapters with this one. But guys, oh my god, oh my god, this chapter 44. Whew, chapter 44. Oh, this chapter was so good. It was so good, and I had to hop on live with you guys to talk about it, to chat about it. I wish I had a lot more time to be on live with you guys for a long time, but I really don't. I try to get on live when I can and when I have the time. I work a lot. And then also try to keep up doing content. So I think I've been pretty all right, especially with the few changes I have going on. But I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing right. Let's see. I hope it didn't come out. Let's see. There we go. Are you good? Yeah. So with a lot of changes going on, I think I'm flowing with the content pretty all right. I've tried to up it a little bit more, squeezing some more time to be a bit more creative. But the way these chapters are coming out, my process is I can't read the chapter just one time. I got to read the chapter a few times because the first time I'm just having so many emotions. I feel like I miss a lot of shit, and I do. And the second time is like I'm trying to fight through the emotions and pick out the meat and potatoes to bring back to you guys. And then the third, the fourth, and fifth time is when I have the mental capacity to actually pick out the meat and potatoes, and I have shifted through my emotions to where I can read it like a normal person. So I had to read this a couple of times, guys, to be like, okay, these are the points we're going to talk about. This is what I got out of this chapter. And I don't know, like, Yenny, you got a third bay in the clutch. You got a third bay in the clutch. And when Taegu finds out what's what's going on, like when he finds out the tea, the steamy tea, and the fact that Seowin's family have something to do with it, and the fact with the mother, it's just he's getting that tea. He's getting that tea. And what is he going to do with it? And especially since it has something to do with Yenny, he's feeling all types of feelings that he never felt before. He's questioning, why do he even care about his past when he was around, and when he was there, he didn't care to question it before. Hey Daisy, hey Anthony. As I'm slowing down, I can see you guys as you flow into the chat. I was passionately talking about this chapter. But guys, listen, I think Taegu is teetering on something that has been brewing and stewing, and I think the fact that Seowin that is in the picture now, and the fact of the idea of Yenny being with somebody is triggering those feelings in him. I don't think he was worried about those feelings, or those feelings never really was activated when it was just them, because he didn't have to worry. Yenny wasn't into nobody. But CON is something different. CON is a flashback to he knows a part of him knew they were getting down with the get down back then because he can see it in CON's face. CON naturally have a territorial type of vibe when it comes to Yinny. Like he doesn't play with him. So Taeyu kind of knew that, you know, he kind of knew what was going on. Like he just knew. And the fact that Taeyu is going to look into this situation, I want to know how he's going to process this when he finds out. Because he's definitely going to want Yinny to stay away from CON. And it's gonna be like, how the was you working for this man, knowing that this man family did this to you? It's a lot of questions, and Yinny, like I said in my last video, he got a lot of explaining to do. He got to explain a lot of shit, and so does the mother. The mother needs to explain some shit too. But we are learning that CON got some secrets himself. He's a bit more dangerous than we thought, but not dangerous personally to me to where he is a red flag. Jae-woon was an evil little bastard. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you read it, he is a disgusting human being. And whatever came to him needed to come to him because he was a messy bird and a contingent messy bird. And he was a messy bird that needed to be dealt with. It is what it is. Now, how it happened to him, of course, I wouldn't want CON to be the one to administer the poison. But however he got there, he is not innocent or absolvent of the repercussions of how he got there. So I'm just curious on how everything is going to pan out. If you guys are not reading Backlight, I will tell you to go check out Backlight. It is worth the read. It is the second season. It was recommended to me by someone so amazing, and I am sharing it with you guys. So if you are not reading it, I will tell you to go check it out. If you are reading Backlight, I am going to make a miniature video of chapter 44 because I can't help myself. It's what I do. But I will not be talking about it in depth like I just did in this live. It will be condensed down with a few pointers that I really stuck on while reading it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my quick live. I just jumped on real quick to talk about it. I think I'm gonna have like a chill, relax talk about a whole bunch of manhwas and stuff like that this Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday. This Sunday and most likely Saturday night as well. I'll probably do a live just for this weekend because I kind of relatively got the time. So, yeah, probably most likely Saturday night and Sunday. We can just chill, talk about more BL manhwas because Backlight is not the only manhwa that is slapping, baby. Between Incomplete Combustion and Milton Point, I'm about to lose my goddamn shits. But we gonna talk about it, okay? For other manhwas and other animes, yes, we are definitely going to be talking about animes because it's an anime that is coming out on Netflix. These titles are always so goddamn long. And right now, I am half tired and half activated off of this BL manhwa that I can't remember the name of it. But it definitely is going to be out on Netflix, I think, this month. So I can't wait to go check that out too. And we are definitely going to talk about that. So, guys, be amazing. And most importantly, be safe in these crazy streets. Late as my BL Fujoshis. And like I said, I'll be back on live on the weekend. There's a lot of other manhwas that I have to catch up on and talk to you guys. And you can drop your comments below and chat about it. But I just had to hop on real quick and talk to you guys about chapter 44 of Backlight. So have a good night, guys.